Nintendo must be listening because once again they have updated the eShop to try to make things better. What's going on, guys and girls? It's Zach from SwitchForce, and today we're taking a look at the newly styled search feature on the eShop. From the beginning, we've said, hey, we want a better way to sort through the plethora of games on the eShop, something that helps us identify the cream of the crop from the just stop. Now, I don't know if this is going to solve things, but at least they're trying something different. Let's put it to the test and see how it works. Genre is the big new filter here, and the way they've organized all of these filters, price range, downloadable content, and games with demos, has changed. We're now seeing a horizontal home menu style scroll through that will eventually, when you click view more, lead to the traditional vertical menu. But this is an interesting update, and I'm curious how it's going to pan out and if it is going to be something that you and me and every Switch owner finds suitable. Definitely let me know in the comments below if you think this helps solves things, if you're going to utilize these new search elements, or if it does nothing for you and Nintendo needs to go back to the drawing board once more. So we start off with arcade, action, adventure, fighting, puzzle, racing, RPG, simulation, sports, shooter, board game, strategy, FPS, education, platformer, other, training, study, practical, communicate. They have so many genres. I didn't even know some of these genres existed in video gaming. Lifestyle, so apparently solitaire is a lifestyle. Party is one that should probably be a lot higher, and I don't know if I'd consider Diablo a party game. So there definitely are some issues. Let's start with the more well-known and more often used categories and see how they fare. It looks like there's a pretty nice mix of AAA and indie here. I'm not exactly sure how they are curating this, if it's curated at all, if it is just based on sales, if it's random, if they're specifically highlighting certain titles. But again, you look at action, you've got Brawlhalla, Fortnite, Smash Bros, Diablo. It does seem to be preferring and giving an emphasis to newer titles. But as we move through, there's some pretty solid categories here. I will point out RPG is one I think done really well. Diablo Eternal Collection being a big third-party title. Fallout Shelter, a free-to-play title. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, an upcoming pre-order, and Undertale, an indie darling. The racing category giving you Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Burn Some Rubber, and Drift Legends, Road to Redemption, and Rocket League. I would really call Rocket League a racing title, and this tells me that it's being filtered much more by an algorithm than specifically curated, and I still think we need some sort of Nintendo Selects or something of that sort. But again, not a bad start. Simulation with Moonlighter, Fallout Shelter, Minecraft, and Pinball? Question mark? Rocket League taking the top sports spot along with Golf Story, FIFA 19, and Mutant Football League Dynasty Edition. This is a good mix here, right? You have a very, very popular, long-standing title, a multiplayer mayhem. You've got Golf Story, a gorgeous and awesome single-player indie. FIFA 19, big third-party action. And Mutant Football League, something brand new. So it does seem like in some way they are getting a good mix. It's funny that all the shooters are free downloads here. Board games, Into the Breach, kind of ish, maybe. I gotta grab me some Trivial Pursuit Live and challenge everybody. I know that's it's a very not so popular and not even so great game, but I'm really good at it. Anyhow, strategy here, first person shooter. Again, interesting how they're being grouped and like what gets the top spot and how it's being prioritized. 7 Billion Humans is apparently education. Platformers, a nice mix. Bouncy Bob is a 14-cent game that probably does not get a lot of love. Hollow Knight is obviously an incredible game. Super Mario Odyssey, the tentpole platformer title. Night in the Woods, I don't know if I'd call it a platformer. I guess you do jump around. These categories are not perfect, but they do seem to be a solid way to list things out. So it is going based on bestsellers. Okay, so that is important to know. This is completely being listed by bestseller. I wonder if I sort it from release date new to old and then I go back, am I then able to get that selection here? No. Okay, so this is basically just a more broken down version of the bestsellers list. Interesting. So when we go to, yeah, it's all bestsellers. All right, I thought maybe it was being filtered in some different way given the mix and the amalgamation of types of titles, which I was pretty pleased with. But yeah, it totally looks like it is just bestseller style. I wish that you could pick this here and like pick your preference of how you wanted these things sorted. And then when you return to the genre menu, that it would house them that way. But let's see. If we go to price range here, 50 plus, 30. This is kind of an interesting one. I do, this looks good this way, I guess, giving you like the free-to-play stuff and showing it. It's still bestseller sorted. So again, this is all going to be bestseller based. Okay, interesting that downloadable content is not giving us the horizontal styling. It's just vertical. So it's price range and genre that have the new look and give us the new separation of content. Obviously, there still is the bestsellers list here, which is going to showcase a lot of things that we just saw. So in a way, you're not getting that much more in terms of organization, or in terms of what type. I guess you are getting more organization. You're not getting more variety in titles, because it's still pulling from the bestsellers list, and everything you're seeing here is going to be represented at least once in this genre filter here. We're going to see Bouncy Bob multiple times, we're going to see Diablo multiple times, and yeah, some of these games do cross genre for sure, but I still feel like the problem remains that we don't know. There is no way outside of bestsellers to really identify what we should be grabbing. And yes, genres is a good way to sort through things, especially if you're looking for a specific type of game, or you want something that is along the lines of Wheel of Fortune. Okay, you can grab Risk, or you want something along the lines of Fallout Shelter, although the strategy category seems quite odd to me. Or if you want to just see all the first-person shooters on there, I guess it's good from that standpoint, just to kind of explore yourself. But it still is lacking the curation and the specificity that I would love to see of Nintendo highlighting specific titles and helping us know, okay, what is the new good stuff? Because bestsellers we've had, and people have still had significant issues. So there definitely needs to be more. It's a good step, guys. It's a step. It is not a complete process, and we still need more. But I love the fact that they're tweaking this, that it's not requiring some big system update for them to go in, try to make things better. It may take them numerous attempts, but maybe we'll get there. They have added more tabs here. Now we've got more tabs here. Maybe they'll add their own picks eventually. It really shouldn't be hard. I don't know. I feel like the filter system and just the how they choose what gets lifted up shouldn't be that difficult. I've always liked the Great Deals tab. Bestsellers, of course, is a good resource, and the fact that they have separated it to download only versus all games, I think helps a little bit. Featured is basically, it's upcoming stuff, but this isn't really helpful. Yes, Smash Brothers and Pikachu, Splatoon and Paladins. Okay, this isn't bringing anything unique. So there's still work to be done, and I'm not sure exactly how it'll happen, if it'll happen. But let me know what you guys want to see, how you feel about the genre filters, how you feel about these new horizontal. It's a good look just to highlight more games, like instead of just a big massive list. Like, okay, highlight 4, highlight 4, highlight 4. It's a very sparse and very separated looking interface and stylistic choice. Like, there's a lot of white space here. They probably could do something a little bit more visually pleasing, but the fact that it's just taking bestsellers and separating them a little bit, it kind of bummed me out to find that to be the case. And I wish they just go in here and pick out some games and have some quality filtering on their end and then deliver it to us. Let me know if you have any ideas for what they can do to make this better. We'll have you covered if that comes out or when there is a new big interface update. I'm still praying for themes alongside this eShop. Those are sort of my two big wants, a better way to look through the content, and then themes for that home menu, because I'm still sitting here looking at a very basic Switch screen, which it's functional, it does its job. I just want a little bit of extra variety. Okay, that is the new eShop look. Let me know what you think. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest from the Switch and its interface and updates. We've got you covered. You can follow us on Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. We've got a big week with Pokemon Let's Go releasing super soon. Smash Brothers off in the distance. This is the place to be for the holiday hoopla and the big Switch games. So hope to see you there. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching. Fantastic day, everybody. I love you a lot. SwitchForce out.